Hello. Today is quote unquote St. Patrick's Day. So it's Wednesday, March 17th, 2021 at 2:17 a.m. and they're vibrating my right foot right now. I'm surprised I was able to get a little bit of sleep so far, just a little bit. I don't know if maybe 30 minutes of sleep. And the foster stepdad was, I'll say, criminally, illegally, and undeservingly unwelcome in my dream. Uh, and so, excuse me. I'm talking about from this foster stepdad from when I was in foster care. And so, and that was a long red truck that just passed. And when I went to go potty at my potty spot, I almost didn't get to make it. And I nearly peed on myself a little bit, but I've been wearing, the bladder pads, and they try to cause me forced diarrhea. And I didn't realize it was a white man that was sleeping by on one of those buildings up. I mean, on the porch of one of those business buildings, on like a couple of buildings away from my potty spot. And the man, I didn't even realize that he must have snuck somewhere and was like monitoring and watching me pee. And I didn't even know. And then he like cleared his throat, I guess, as a way to try to scare me and try to get my attention. And then he tried to act like he wanted to offer me to go and sleep on the porch by that building by him. And he said that, oh, ain't nobody here but me. I'm like, no. But, it's really scary out here, with the potential of the things that can happen to me. And then I already got beat up last year. There are a lot of times when and that's what the case was when I got beat up, was all the time, they'll do something bothersome to you, violate and disrespect you, and then the perps think you should just shut up and tolerate the torture or torment or trauma or abuse or whatever. That they think you should just shut up and not complain, or shut up and not confront, or shut up or not say anything at all, and that you should, in the fake TI perps think you should just ignore everything and pretend like you like it, or pretend like you're okay with it. And also, what are the odds that on a mainly empty street right now, two white vehicles, it was a white truck and a white Ford Taurus, both passed by together side by side, and it was just two lone white vehicles at 2 something in the morning. Yeah, so I mean, it was, that's what happened also when I went to go pee just now. And again, I had to fight mightily, and I mean, where all this traffic coming from at 2 something in the morning? It was just very quiet with no traffic. So they I don't get it. How in the middle of the night, two white vehicles side by side. I mean, I had just missed them too, and it was right after I peed, and I was wrestling and fighting, like fighting so hard against them trying to cause me. I mean, them trying to force diarrhea in me, and they nearly succeeded at force urinating me. Well, they nearly succeeded at causing me forced diarrhea as well. I'm glad and surprised that the rain is held back, or held off. I don't know when it will start to rain. But they're holding our money hostage until they're holding our money. They're playing all kinds of. Damn, that's crazy. There was no traffic until I started doing this video. Where are all these cars coming from? So at 2:22 in the morning, I just looked at the time, but so it's like everybody's poor and home. I mean, some of us are homeless. Everybody's poor and struggling and fighting, and they playing. It's like they've been teasing and playing all kinds of psych games with us about the money and having us frustrated and stuff. There are some people who say don't even depend on the money, but guess what? People like a lot of us have no choice but to depend on it. They expect us to splurge it on meaningless materialism. Oh, come on. Like, they expect us to splurge it on meaningless materialism and consumerism, but we got no choice. I mean, because they were saying that they wanted to have us spend it on whatever we want so that they can stimulate the economy. But I heard that it's just driving us and the country into further debt. But some people try to say this is the calm before the storm, that they get more ridiculous. See, look at this. It's early Wednesday morning. This is considered high traffic for almost 2:30 in the morning, because there had a lot less cars. So I asked, I mean, I was trying to figure out how come, they just gave people money, but it wasn't in the stimulus package for them to, help give homeless people permanent housing. That wasn't in the stimulus package. But then they have, for the people who are already housed, there's supposedly a way to, more eviction moratoriums or whatever that was supposed to help prevent them from getting evicted and becoming homeless. But us that was already homeless, they just throw a little cash at us and not have a part of the package to. They didn't consider putting it in the package for homeless people to yeah, they making all this fake construction and everything. Sorry, y'all. Noise campaign, noise harassment, because they know I'm doing a video. Let me put my earbuds in. So they the government didn't try to consider, helping homeless people to secure housing. And then there are a lot of people who think that homeless people aren't eligible or not going to get a stimulus check. And they're judging it and being like, they think it makes no sense for a homeless person to get a stimulus check, because people automatically assume that homeless people don't have an address and that they don't have a bank account, that they don't have an ID. Some homeless people don't have those things, but there are some homeless people who do have those things. And there are some homeless people who forced to live on the streets and they're disabled on fixed income, crippled up in a wheelchair, and they're forced to live like that. I mean, my heart goes out to those people. I mean, if you're a gang stalker living like that, nah, my heart doesn't go out to you. But if you're a regular, normal person and you're forced to, be crippled up in a wheelchair and forced to sleep on the streets, then, I really feel bad. You got it worse than me. So, I mean, some people think that's the case with all homeless people, that all homeless people have no address. We don't have a permanent address, or, with a light bill or rent, a rent. We don't have we don't have a permanent address, but they want to think that all homeless people have no address, no debit card, no state ID, and that if we do get the stimulus check, we're gonna take it and go spend it up on booze and drugs and stuff. That's how they think about us, But that website, that website was they had this website that got taken down that was saying that Freemasons are the reason for they're responsible for the smear campaigns and false rumors and stereotypes about us homeless people, in which a lot of targeted individuals are forced homeless against their will. And so it's like they make smear campaigns about us targeted individuals, whether we're homeless or not. They'll make false rumors and lie and say that we're crazy and on drugs. So they make a smear campaign lying and saying that street homeless, or even in shelters, that homeless people are crazy and on drugs. Oh no, I just felt the raindrop. Oh no, don't rain. Don't rain. But I guess the perps are trying to make it rain on purpose to make me shut up. I mean, whatever electronic devices that they're using to make it rain. Well, I just felt one raindrop. No, a couple of raindrops. Or is it just the increased winds? The winds are picking up because it's supposed to be a tornado today. The winds are picking up and it's getting colder all of a sudden. But I hate how people see what you're going through as a targeted individual and they still want to smear campaign you and falsely accuse you of being fake. And then they don't even investigate for themselves. They just take it off face value of, the moment somebody say, oh, Candy's a fake TI. But then I see a few other targets who said that, I see a few other targeted individuals who are falsely accused of being fake as well. When they got footage of what they're going through. So it's like that's why the targeted community can't get along, because it's so many with the fake TI perps, wolf in sheep's clothing, and everybody like the fake TI perps who falsely glorify themselves as being part of 144,000. Those are the main ones who end up doing the perping, and call themselves God's chosen. You call yourself God's chosen, but and the part of 144,000, but then you sitting there perping people and trying to get people destroyed. Creating contention and division. And some people will say cause dissension or something like that, creating contention and division. Yeah, it's odd for me to if any of us homeless were to be forced to be on the streets with that $1,400, So I mean, if we got no choice but to spend it on a hotel for some temporary respite from the streets, or spend it on, just daily needs and temporary comfort and temporary survival, you know. So I think I'm done this video for now, but I don't even know. I'm scared to try to close my eyes and try to go back to sleep because I'm afraid I might wake up and then be rained on. But Google keeps switching the moment of whether or not it's supposed to rain soon or rain later on or what. So thanks for listening. Bye.